So from the last session, I created the basic functions to be able to launch our physical objects and collide and do collisions and merge them and so on and so forth. So right now, whenever I launch my game and I look at the names of the objects, and let me start again. So we can see that the objects are named rigid body 2D instead of cookies. For example, if I launch a new one is created, it's called rigid body 2D and it's not called cookies. Even though I create another one, the first one, as we can see in here, corresponding to this one, is merged item. But usually then I have another rigid body 2D, and I don't know which one is my cookies, which one is my new merge item. So it's a bit weird, okay? Because we don't entirely know where is each object here. So it's not okay to do that, and there is a quick fix because it's also in the proper function of Godot. The add child function has a parameter that is force readable name. If I go to add child in here, I can see that the second parameter it takes is force readable name, and it's a boolean, and usually it's false. I don't know why it's false, because I think that it's better to have readable names because it's easier to develop, but we'll work with that. We just need to add this true parameter in the script as a parameter of the add child. So yeah. All right. Also, I have changed some parts of my audio system, so I hope I hope you can hear me more clearly, and the quality of the audio is better. Aside from my bird to be like stepping in the mic and generating noise, that I cannot control because this is a free soul and it answers to no one. So well, yeah. So let's continue. What I was explaining is that okay. So right now we have our play area that corresponds to this part in here, and I need to constrain the movement of the objects that I need to launch in to be able to let them. So I don't want them to be out of bounds, as we can see in here. So I will be restraining their movement, so we can not go over this part and not go over the right side in here. Okay. So to do that, we need to account a couple of things, and that's what I was checking in here. So if I have my playable area, okay, and this part here, let's say, is my spawn area. Okay, I have checked that this in here, let me use another color. This part here is at 32 on the x-axis, and this part here is on 544 on the x-axis. How can I measure that by, for example, getting to this to my 2D design in Godot, and I can use this tool to check the coordinates. So in here is 32, and on the right side is 544. Okay, and also we can measure angles and distances and so on and so forth. Okay. Ignore those errors in here. This is because I'm on an Android device and I'm using a digital pen as instead of a mouse. So yeah, don't worry about that. Those errors won't happen to you if you try the same, but with another hardware. It's just because the hardware. So we have to have a couple of things in account. So let's say my object is the size of a square, and this square is 64 by 64, and that means that this side is 64 pixels height and this side is 64 pixels width. So I need to account that, because let's say that I want to clamp the movement between the left side and the right side. Okay. So for that, I will, if I just say you cannot go to the left past 32 pixels or before 32 pixels, because in here it will be that 0 and we'll have here that 32. So if I say that, okay, your position cannot be less than 32, if the pivot point of my object is in here or in this side, that will be okay. But if my pivot point is in the middle, what could happen is like I will have my object to be half the object out of bounds, and that's not okay. And also it would happen that if I want to move it on this part here, my object could go like half out of bounds, or if the pivot is in here, it could go all the way out of bounds. So we need to make a very simple operation here, that is like getting the left limit, that is 32, plus the width, divided by 2. And for the right side, it would be 544 minus my width divided by 2. In this case, it would be 64 divided by 2 and 64 divided by 2. Okay. So now I have explained what we need to do. Now we need to implement that. So let's go back. Yes, code. I know it's boring. It's not boring for me. Okay, it's okay. I have worked with code for 10 years now, and I enjoy it a lot. So bear with me. So let's go to my merge item. So this is the code where this is the script we check and we can move our object. So every single vector in Godot has a clamp function, and what a clamp function does is that allows us to set limits to that vector. So let me see, because I barely remember. So self dot global position would be clamp, and that returns a vector 2. So we have a minimum and maximum. So I don't really need to calculate everything in here, but I need to take into account a couple of things. So let's create a variable that two variables that will be left limit, and right now we'll instantiate that 32, and a right limit that we will set at 544. Okay, so as we are applying scales, after we apply the scale, we need to update those limits, and this would be, I don't know, we have like a pivot point. Self dot. Why it's complaining? Because I left lamp in here, so let me just comment that for a bit. So apply a scale. So after applying a scale, something like pivot. Do we have something? I don't know, we'll have that. And also my texture will have a pivot. How it's called, my texture? Item sprite. I don't think it has a pivot. But if we go to our cookies, we can see that our pivot is in the middle. So that's something we need to have into account. So in order to so I will do that. I can do that whenever I want or wherever I want, but I will create a calculation. I will make the calculations after I apply the scale. So let me create here a new comment that will be, let me also this here. So calculate limits, movement limits based on object size. So we can have like a item width that will be my item sprite dot, I think it has like something like size. Doesn't have dot texture dot this is a sprite 2D, so it has to have something like some kind of size. So we have the scale. But do we have our size? Or width? Maybe width? No, we don't have that. We don't have size. Okay, let me check. Let's check the documentation as always. So I have Godot for get object size or width. Get the width of selected body 2D. We can go there. shape dot size. So the shape of the collision shape. Okay, I thought it was the texture, but maybe I'm wrong. So that's okay. We have the collision shape. So with the collision shape, you have the size. No, it's like the shape dot size. I'm sorry, my memory. Shape dot size. Yeah, the collision shape 2D dot shape dot size. Let me check for another one. So let's see the object 2D and object 2D. Let me see. Sprite texture get size also works. Get shape, get distance. Okay, I think I like more the texture that get size. That's what I saw like the other day when I was like researching a bit for this. So let's try again. So I have the sprite 2D dot texture dot get size question mark. Cannot infer the type item with variable because it doesn't set the type. So let me write this in there. Does it has a red size? So I have like a documentation. Open documentation. So properties, we have the texture 2D. And we have the get width also. But I think it's a virtual get size or vector get size. Okay. Have get height also. Get size, get width. I need this. So get width should be okay. No worries about that. But that's not exactly what we want because let's print width because I think that it's only getting the texture. So let me now print item width. Because I'm not sure about that. So let's see what we have. Okay, so item width is 32, but this item, oh sorry, but okay. Oh sorry, so but my cookie can you please update? So my cookie has a scale of 2, and I don't think it's 32. So my sprite 2D, and okay, this is not perfect. So what do we have in here? Center is on. This is a scale in a scale of 2. So let me see my file system if I can see the details. We have the properties. Okay. Well, the fact is, I think that this is a 32 image, but my object is bigger than that. I can do a quick check. Let's see. So if I go with this tool, yeah, this is a 32 pixels. Okay. Let's see if that's okay. So so if that's my width, then we have our left limit will be 32 plus item width divided by 2. And if that works, so in here, so clamp, let me see again the clamp. So we have minimum, maximum vector 2. Okay, so vector for 2, and it will be left limit and self dot global position dot y, and the maximum will be like a vector 2 right limit and self dot global position dot y. I'm using the self global position dot y because I'm not moving the object in the y-axis. So it doesn't matter about that. So let me check if that's accurate. Let me see. Not this way. I need input. Input. See? That's not working at all. And also, to the one person that was screaming to the screen, okay, you're not assigning the global position. Yeah, I know. Thank you. Self dot global position equals self dot global position dot clock. I know. So to that person that is yelling at the screen, telling me that I'm doing things wrong, thank you. I didn't hear you at first, but now I know. So, okay. So yeah, it's okay. So let's see. Let me try. Okay, so this is okay at first, because I'm not entirely sure that this will work exactly how we want. So let's say in my resources that cookies now have a scale of 3. So now the scale, the item width should change, and it's not changing. So yeah, it's not entirely working. It is working somehow, but not entirely, because I can go beyond our limits. I can kinda go beyond, and also now the item width, it hasn't changed. Let's go again. It's 32 instead, but we have applied scaling. So yeah, we need to take scale into account. And that's why I need to modify this, because let's do that in here, because I have my export variables. So export var left play limit will give to 2 and export var right a limit or, and this is I think I can create that as a const. No, I cannot export that. So I'm exporting this variable because if somehow we need to restrict differently because of graphics or something, it's better to be able to edit that in the editor instead of going to the code and change that. So now left and right limit will be 0, because we don't need. It doesn't matter, but I am more comfortable by leaving that at 0. So also we need to multiply that for the scale that we have. So I can go with not here, sorry. Var item scale items right dot texture dot. Do we have a scale or get scale or something like that? Not in TextureJD. Oh. So we don't have a scale. We have a scale. So let's say that and times item scale and let's print left limit, and also I want let's see. Oh, there's one error. Item vector to operator, because its scale is a vector. Of course. been working for 9 hours today, so I'm a bit tired, but it's okay. Okay, so now our item left limit is 64. Let's see. Yeah, no, something's not working. Oh, why? Why? It's 64. If I can, I have, let's see. Um, am I doing that right? Okay, because the right limit is. Okay, I'm a dumbass. Okay. Okay, because I need to get the right limit. Yeah. I know. To that person that was screaming at the screen. Yeah. You are completely right. Right limit is. So, this is not 32 anymore. This is left play limit. And this is right play limit. Minus item with divided by 2 times item scale.x. Okay, so let's check that again. Okay, now it's pixel perfect. I don't know if I can make this bigger or no, I don't think I can. Well, I can do that. I can do that in full screen mode, but you will see sideways, and that's not okay. So it's okay. So let's play with the resolution or the scale. Sorry. So let's say it's 5. Something extremely big. Okay. So now it's accurate. Okay. It's okay. It's completely accurate. So yeah. Go back to 2. So that's one thing that is already knowledge. Let's remove the prints. I don't like to have calculations in here, so let's say that after apply scale, let's create a new function. Cal bounds, and we will have this here. And after the apply scale, we'll calculate the bounds. Alrighty. That's okay? Yeah. Okay, let's check again. And it's fairly okay. I love how this behaves. There is something about the physical games, the physics-based games, that I really like. I find it very satisfactory. satisfactory. Sorry, I don't know. I love that. So there is a couple of things I need to address. One is this case scenario where the screen is full, and I also want to create every single object. So let's start by, I think, the least boring thing for me, that is creating the object, and then I will extract the spawning, the spawning function to another object. So yeah, okay. So let's create a new one because we had our cookies, and we will create more like that. So first of all, we last time also we got our textures, okay, and I forgot to tell you where to get these textures. So I have downloaded these textures from genpixel.itch.io. This person has a presentation pack of 12 icons, so yeah, shout out to this person because those are awesome, and those are free to use also in commercial projects. So thank you for the creator. And let's see our hierarchy of objects. So I think I can go to here. Let me see. So what we have here where we can start. So I started with cookies, and where we can go from there, because we need like a progression, but the progression needs to feel like we are going in a logical progression. So I can go like for size progression. So the first thing should be, I think, the chocolate strawberry, and then the macarons. We go from the macarons to cookies. Well, some places cookies are ginormous, but I think cookies should be before brownie, for example. And from brownie we can go to a pudding, and tiramisu, s'mores, donuts, maybe an eclair, then the cakes like the cheesecakes and the lime pie. And I think the biggest one should be the cinnamon roll, because it seems bigger. I know it's not, but the graphical design of this icon makes me feel like it's bigger. Or we can go like something about the ingredients, like from cookies can go to brownie or the s'mores. But then the macaron and else. So I don't think that's entirely okay. So and I see if I can take that in. Okay, I wanted to be able to see every single item in here, but I can't. So, let's see if I can look at that Godot. As I want, yeah, I can. So let's grab a screenshot in here. Okay, my bad, just doing silly things. Let's save that. Let's go to my notes. Let's insert here. No. I think we can insert an image. Yeah. So I want to insert this image. Okay, so let's see. So I think that, as I said, we can go first with the strawberry, then first the strawberry, then second the macaron. From there I would go to cookies, and let me see what I think. So from cookies we can go, I think, to the s'mores or the brownie. The s'mores, I think they're so small. The s'mores are smaller, I think, and the brownie and the tiramisu they are equivalent most, but I go to brownie because it's just chocolate and the tiramisu has more ingredients, so I think it will be like a little bit more advanced. And now we enter the realm of different. So donut, I think, would be next, an eclair, and then we have the pudding, I think, then the cheesecake, the lime pie, and the cinnamon roll. One, two. I forgot the 3, and I put 4. Okay, I'm an idiot. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I said here 5. No, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 8. The pudding, yeah, I think that will be 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah. Let's stick to that. Maybe I have changed the order. Don't worry about that. It really doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. So I could like make an arbitrary order, like I said here, or I could go totally random, or just in the order that they're placed here. It doesn't matter at all. This is just a game design. Okay, so yeah, so we are going to be based on this. So let's start with the chocolate covered strawberry, and let's keep going. So I create a new scene, and I want a merge item scene, and this will be called the strawberry. This will be better, and this is the strawberry. So what we have in here is I need my accents enabled to be on, but we need to use the solver contact monitoring 10, and let's see the restraints of linear and angular, the 1.5. Also the weight, I need to change the weight. So we will start with the strawberries, okay? So the strawberries, we won't use a realistic weight system. We will just assign different weights to the different objects, because I don't want a smaller object pushing a bigger object with the same force, and a bigger object pushing the smaller object with the same force. So yeah. So let's go to the constraints that and it will be like 1.5, and the angular will be 1.5 also, and gravity scale will negate that. And the mass for the strawberry, I think it would be like 0.1, like 100 grams. It's a strawberry does not weigh 100 grams, it weighs way less, but I think that's okay for the moment. So we continue the same structure as in here. We will add our graphics for frequency. So let's add a right 2D and apply the texture of the strawberry. Okay, so we can zoom in the strawberry, because we will need to create the collision shape also. So let's add a collision shape. Well, it will be I think a polygon, or can I make a triangle? I don't think so. Circle, convex polygon shape. I would love to do that, but I don't know if that works exactly. Because yeah, no, that doesn't work at all. So clear. And I don't want a collision shape, so I need to delete that. And let's create a collision polygon. And my collision polygon 2D will have, I think I can create that. Yeah. So that, like that, not like that, like that, and I will be moving and just a bit. I didn't want to do that. I think this will go. I'm not okay with this. Yeah, I think that's okay. Maybe need to move those ones. Maybe need one more in here. Okay, a stylus is not the best tool for this, but it's okay. there, and there, and there, and there. Okay, that's okay. That covers almost everything. The leaves, it's okay. It's okay if the leaves are not. As I said, I like some sort of margin. So I think that's okay. And we also need to add a collision checker. And I think the collision checker will automatically do the signal. Yeah. Okay. So we have our strawberry. It's super small. Let's create a property, a resource for that. So create a new resource of type. What was called? Merge item properties, and we call it strawberry. Right now it will call strawberry. The texture. Yes. This one, the scale for now, I will leave that at 1. The next item, just in case, we'll use the cookies. And can save my strawberry in here. Let's see. Because of that, now my default won't be the game GD. Default won't be the cookies anymore. Will be the strawberry. Also, there is a new way to do that, a different way to do that, and is to create something like that. I can go to strawberry and put it like here. Okay, it's the same. It's also the same. I thought it was using the internal UI, but it seems it's not. So, well, okay. Okay, so we will start with that. So let me remove our cookies, because right now we can use the right now we can use our spawn system, so we don't need anything in here. So let me this and see more about that, and let's check if everything is working. It's not working. Okay, what? Access to property key texture on a base object of type nil. What? I do have a. No, it's not a collision shape anymore. I need to change a couple of things because we have different. So, but collision shape, it's not a collision shape anymore, and we need to head of type collision. So where is this in the category? It's node 2D. Really? Collision shape, default collision polygon 2D. So, huh. All right. Maybe we don't need to. There was something in Godot 4.5 where we can do something. By the way, it won't be an onReady anymore. It will be an export. Right now it's null, but if let's see, go to strawberry. So now we have the collision shape. It's null, but we can use the collision on the collision polygon. I cannot. No. Oh, come on. No, I can. I use that. It seems not. I need a. Something. So I need first. Let's go to what I really need to do. That is add the resource to the object for the item properties. Okay. And how I do that? I suppose I can, like, say this is a node 2D. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. But okay. I don't know if that will work. I'm not entirely sure if that will work. Okay, we have our strawberry, and it's not okay. So the impulse force of the strawberry should be way less. Because I didn't add the drag. So let me see, where was it? The dump is 1.5. So strawberry, the dump. No, what is it? No, the linear dump is 1.5. But as the strawberry is 10 times less, so it weighs 10 times less, I think I need to be able to be consistent. I need to reduce the impulse 10 times. Yeah. So we have our strawberry. Look, so that. Okay, so right now we're okay. So let me. It's okay, don't worry. It's because I didn't assign the collision shape to the next object. But what I want to do is increase the scale just to check. Yeah. Okay. So that's okay. That's okay. And this is not working because it's not properly configured. That doesn't concern me at all. So let's see. One of the scaling here, and also we go to the cookies and see the inspector here and go here, and we get the collision shape and assign that in here, and we do the same for the merge item just in case. Okay. And now we could have a working. Okay, so now we have cookies, and the cookies have merged. Let me create more cookies, and yeah. Okay, that's all right. Okay, next. We are there. We are there. And can I just like copy? Okay, let's. I'm sure that there is a way to be more generic with that, but as we only have 12 items, I will create the 12 items because it's not that bad. So, merge item that has a sprite 2D, and the next one is the macaron. So I think the macaron could be. Oh, we'll see. We'll see. And I won't add the collision shape yet. So let me grab my file system. Let's go to the search and the macaron, and move the texture in here just to check. It could be a circle. Let's try with a circle. A collision shape, and we create a shape, and I think a circle shape would work in here. Okay, stop it. I think that's okay. Let's see, a radius of 12. Or maybe 11. Yeah, I think that's alright. And we will also add the collision checker. And the collision checker should be down here. And my merge item will have my collision shape E. And the mass, I will do a 0.2. So will be 0.2 will be 300. Solver contact 10 linear 1.5 angular 1.5 gravity scale. Not this is okay. I think the left and right play limit could be like a constant. That would be okay. So let me finish this. Let me finish this item, and I will make like a small pause. Just a quick break. And this is the macaron. And this is also the macaron. And the macaron has the scale of, let's see, 1.5. The texture is the macaron texture. And the next item is, which one? The cookie. Next item is the cookie. Let's save that in the scenes. And now I want to go to the strawberry, because, no, not this strawberry, but the resource strawberry. Because the next item for the strawberry is the macaron. Okay. Let's save everything. Let's check that. So we have the strawberry, and boom. What? Something doesn't have the texture. Okay. So does the macaron have the texture? Did I put that? Yeah. Oh, but I didn't put it. Macaron. But it has the texture. The strawberry has the sprite 2D, the collision polygon has the sprite 2D also. No, item properties is not sure, of course. Oh, I thought I have assigned that. Okay. Macaron is there. Yeah, we have the macarons. And a cookie. This is taking... Yeah, this is going places. Huh? This is going places. Okay. All right. So, let me take a quick pause. Just a couple of minutes to go to the toilet, drink some water, and I'll be back real quick. Okay, I'm back. Let's see where were we? Okay, so I created the macaron. We have checked that everything is okay. All right. So let's let's keep creating more objects. So we will try. I will try to create the rest and create the whole hierarchy. And then I think I will go to the spawner settings. And once I've done that, we'll continue to the. I don't know if I will start creating some graphical parts of the game, or I will start creating the system for the next object to be spawned and the objective for each level. So okay, let's go. Let's take it small steps. I'm thinking big, but we'll go. I will go step by step. Okay, so let's continue creating more. So we have the strawberries already done. The macaron is already done. The collision checker, we don't need that. The merge item, we don't need yet. So we have the cookies. And what's next? So we have the s'mores. Okay. So next item will be the s'mores. It's a merge item and as a sprite to the s'mores. I already know that we'll have a collision polygon. And also we need to add the scenes, the collision checker. I need to investigate how to create some kind of editor function to create this kind of object as a stencil or something, but yeah, for now. So this is the s'more, capital S. We don't have it here in my country, but well, I know for the media what it is. And for the ones who don't know, it's like a marshmallow melted in fire and with chocolate and some kind of cookie or cracker. So yeah, I don't know. It's just s'mores. Let's call it in plural. Yeah, so let's assign the coalition shape in here. The mass, also I need to change the mass of the cookies, but we have the texture in here. We applied the collision shape, the mass, so it's 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, it will be 0.4. Gravity scale, we already know it's none. And we're using some damp. Linear velocity, damp, angular velocity, and our solver is on for 10 contact points. Maybe I should just use this continuous, because I don't know what it does, and our game is so simple that I don't think it will be necessary. So yeah, let's keep going. Mass is 0.4, so this will be 600. 5 times 4 is 20, yeah. So 600 in here. And also we'll save this scene, and it's on s'mores, and let me check the cookies, because cookies are not a kilo. So we have the strawberry 0.1, 0.2, this is 0.3, and is 450. Yeah, it's 150 for each 100 grams. So yeah, I clicked something, another lower. So let's see. I think about that it's okay. So let me check our resources. Because we have the strawberries that are scale 1, the macarons is 0.5, the cookies are 2. So we are going up by 0.5 each time. That won't be entirely correct, but we will be like checking the size comparison and see how it looks in the screen. So let's create a horse, and we have the texture here. It's called Mars. The scale should be 2.5. I think that's a little bit too much. The next item is empty. Did I check? Did I check for... Yeah. So it can be null. Okay. Yeah. Perfect. So let's left it null for now. And let's see what we have in here. So yeah. So let's create a macaron and a cookie. So let's create another cookie so I know what it's left to do. So let's go to the resources. So let's go to the cookies. The next item will be the s'mores. It's not the merge item. It is the s'mores. I think that's okay. And for the s'mores, the next item is empty. Let's go again. Go at the macaron. Let's push it to create a cookie. And another macaron cookie. And nope, that's not okay. Something, it's not okay. So yes. Can I clear this? Clear. Mars. Oh. Yeah. This is a packed scene. I cannot assign a resource. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I know. It's okay. So macarons. And create the cookies. Another macaron. And let's try to create the cookie and like to push the cookie somewhere or create more cookies. Okay. I need to create like some graphical. Oh, something's not okay. Alright, the same as ever. Same as always. We need to go to resources, to the s'mores, and oh, that's okay. And assign, yeah, and assign the s'mores the properties. Okay, let's go again. I'm still learning, Okay, yeah, don't worry about that. Everything is okay. Maybe I will try to create some kind of system that maintains momentum when uh, there we have this Mars that doesn't have a collision because I forgot and someone is screaming at the screen, calling me all sorts of things, and I think that's valid. Okay, so the collision, so create our polygon. There will be 1 point here, 1 point here, here. Look at that. Look at that drill. Oh, I want to move that just a bit. Just a bit. Just a little bit. Yeah. A little bit more. Okay, the stylus not good for this particular thing. It's not okay at all. Well, I can go like some zooming, and I think. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hey, relax. I think this is a correct shape. Yeah. Okay. The s'mores were pretty big. So I have like a small strawberry, a small macaron, that's okay. The cookies are still small, but once I get the s'more, it's like huge. And I don't like that. Well, it's not huge, but I think it could be just a little bit. So let's see, maybe not 2.5 but 2.25. So 2 times and a quarter more. Maybe. So let me check by adding what I have. So adding the strawberry in here, the macaron like next to it. Let's make a size comparison. I think I like it more this way. Like it's subtle. It's not like half more. Because then when you yeah, because they're well all enabled. So yeah, because I'm okay with the strawberries being tiny. And because of we have 12 items, if we go like increasing half of a point the scale, it could end with, for example, with a like 12, no, like 6 or 7 the scale. And let's see, if I put, for example, this Morse, the scale of 6, it will be huge. It is huge. And as the play area is just this square here, I think that's too big. So I don't want the items to be larger and larger by a big amount. Just a little bit. Just the amount that it feels that it's bigger. I don't know if that makes sense. So I think 225 it's okay here. Maybe 233, maybe, but I think that's okay right now. So let's delete this and let's continue. So after this Morse, we have the donut. Okay, so the cookies are finished. Let's go. Okay. What? Another merge item. Got this right. I don't know the shape yet, so just let me add. I think this could be a capsule. Yeah. I think that could be a capsule. So, mission shape. And I will add also the collision checker. And this will be a capsule shape. And we will rotate that 90 degrees. So you are okay there, mostly. And let's see. The height I want it to be like 28, 27. A radius of maybe, can I do an a? No, I don't like that. A 9. Radius of 9, I think it's okay. So let's configure this one. So if this Morse were half a kilo, no, almost a kilo. This is a big heavy donut for half a kilo. And gravity scale is none. Also half kilo could be I think it's 750. The solver and the linear is 1.5 and the angular is also 1.5. I think that's okay. And go to shape and assign that and create the resources. So the resource items, the name is donut by the texture, a scale of 250.5. The next item here is none, but now the s'mores need to have the next item. First I need to save this. What? I think I did something wrong. But I did something very wrong. I've been doing. Did I fuck something up? No? Don't know what I did. Let's go again. I don't know what I did. Sorry. I have no clue. And let's save. Seems as not save. Not. And now my resources of the s'mores, I can add the donuts in, and that's it. Okay, we have the s'mores. Push. Try to push that so they collide. Or just create like a gazillion of strawberries and macarons and cookies. So we try to merge them. Yep. And as always, something is wrong because I forgot also about the resource. Yeah. You can blame me. Yep. Always the same. Okay, the thing with physics is that as much as I want to, okay, we have the donuts, so yeah, great. Now, can I change? Oh, this has changed. Let's remove the physical collision shapes. Oh, I need to get the different. Let's remove the collision so we can see the graphics. Okay, I know this is quite small for you, but it will look better. Promise. And if everything seems to be too small, then we will increase the scaling. That's why we have that in the resources. See if I can get the cookie to collide there and get the donut. Yeah, nice. So this is like the normal game loop right now. This is the basic. This is the basic game loop of the game. So all the basic mechanics are right now implemented, and we're just adding more and more objects to that. And I know that this being like quite repetitive, but there are not much in here, so well, yeah. So let's go for the brownie. The s'mores are done. Let's go. We'll check if I can do that like better. This is the brownie. Same as it 8. Okay, so let's create a couple, and then I will continue. Next, and then well, let's create a couple more objects, more items, and I will call it quits because it's getting late. And next week we'll continue with this. So let's go real quick. Let's see if I don't forget something. So I think this will be another collision polygon, and let's add our collision checker. And for this sprite, we'll add the brownie, and let's go to the 2D. Add the polygon. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and this is so this is so wrong. Okay, bear with me. Let's remove this and go like in here. If I hesitate a little bit with my stylus, everything goes wrong. So yeah. Okay, and this one should be taken here, and this one in here, and I want this one in the middle. So let's move this to 1 pixel, and I think that's it. No, this one needs to be up for just a pixel there, and these two cancel. I know they're not symmetric. There and there, and there and there, and I think that looks great. So let's save the scene. Brownie. Let's configure everything. So the collision shape. The donut was half a kilo. This is 0.6, and now it is 900, I think. Yeah, 900. And 1.5. I haven't forgot about the gravity scale, and I'll do that right now. That looks okay. So let's create the resource. And this is the brownie. Texture to the brownie. The scale 0.75. We don't have a next item in here, but we have to go to the donut and assign the brownie as the next item. Okay, so just to not let's just start by the more. Yeah. So let's change the default to use this more, so we can start with something else. So about donut and again. Oh man. Yeah. Every single time I forget that to assign the resource. So let's go again. And I think I need the objects to maintain momentum when colliding. There is the okay. So I like the brownie to be bigger. That doesn't seem bigger than the donut, and I want that to be. I know I could swap the donut by the brownie, but I don't entirely like it that way. So yeah, let's go a little bigger this time. Scale 3.3. Let's see. Oh, it looks like with that. So let's shoot a couple. Okay. So what about the donut? Yeah, they look okay. I think they're okay. Yeah. All right. Done. Okay, so I think we'll call it quits here. We have already done enough, I think. We have created. Okay. We have created several new objects, new items to play with. We are half the way there, so let me wrap everything in my notes. So, resource, everything is okay. So what we have here, these sprites are okay, the movement restriction are okay, the collection and merge are okay. So this is not pending anymore. And just because I will delete this. And let's go to a new list. So, what? I didn't want to do that. Okay, let's do that again. Okay, so let's go again. My pending list. So, the rest of items. The last one was the brownie. A correct spawn system. And also need to add percentage of spawn. And let's start with some graphics. What else? I think for now we can go that way. Yeah. Okay. So I think that's it for today. I hope you're learning as much as I am learning with these streamings. If you have any suggestion, you can see. Well, you will be seeing this video on YouTube, so leave me a comment on what would be your suggestions to improve the streaming or the contents of that. If you want me to make more things behind the camera, I can do that. So yeah, just tell me. And if everything goes as planned, I will see you live in next week, next Thursday. And after that, I think I will change my schedule to Wednesdays, but I haven't decided yet. So yeah, for now, let's see you next Thursday. Bye bye.